This kitchen's filthy. But which sponge do I use? There are too many to choose from.
Does the sponge know of its greater purpose? Or the mistakes it has yet to amortize? Is it a pawn in someone else's game?
Or the voice in the wind, calling my name. Imagine diving into a pool and sinking down to the bottom. Now imagine that pool is relevancy, and you have been forgotten. But if your clothes were made of sponge, that water would have been absorbed. That water will really fade. You would be adored. A porous block of fibers held within one's grasp. A chorus of knocks outsiders who speak knowledge to clasp. It's obvious, our audience see the truth clear as day. Sponge can surely solve your problems. It may.
Hi, I'm Geriatric,
And I'm John Flush.
and on behalf of the George Spun Sponge Corporation,
We would like to welcome you to our family of products. Jerry.
thank you, John. Sponges only tend to serve a single purpose: clean dishes, due to their attributes.
Porous, lightweight, absorbent, portable, available in a vast array. Got it. Pretty radical.
But this is a gross misuse of the humble sponge. If we were to take a look at the attributes of, say, a flannel, we would not only see that the sponge possesses all of these, but there's the added benefits of being porous and pretty rad. And it is not only the flannel rendered obsolete by the sponge, in fact, all of these items could, and maybe should, be replaced by sponges. Are we suggesting they should burn your towels, denounce your blankets and replace them with sponges? We're not claiming this to be the case. However, we are incidentally offering a 90% discount on all offers of 50 or more sponges.
It's not just hygiene products that we specialize in. Oh no. Cereal. A great way to start your day. Most cereals are intended to absorb milk from the bowl. New. The George Spun Sponge Corporation branded cereal. It's high in fiber, and by Jove does it taste like it.
But we're not all talk.
So let's hear from some satisfied customers.
I love the George Spun Sponge Corporation's extensive line of high quality, affordable sponges.
I use the George Sponge Corporation Sponge number 7 for all my sponge-based needs, and it's never let me down.
I have always loved the George Spun Sponge Corporation's wide range of sponges.
I have used the George Spun Corporation's products for years, and I'm not going to stop anytime soon.
I want to.
Sit back down.
Why do I don't get one?
You're going to tell the audience how you love our sponges.
You're going to love doing it.
So, sit down
Look down at the camera.
and do it!
I love the George Spun Sponge Corporation's line.
Oh, this kitchen is utter filth. It reeks. Wouldn't it be easier if we took all choices away from you? Would you look at that? Your typical messy eater.
But not to worry, with our uniquely absorbable sponges, you can clean him back up and return to his dignity. Here you go, Tim.
There's a corpse busy out in the kitchen. But don't you worry. You have a George Spun Sponge Corporation sponge number 34. You can clean him up. You can clean it up. You can clean it all up.
But we're not all talk.
So let's hear from some satisfied customers. There's a voice on the wind. It calls your name. Don't you hear it? Can't you hear the voice? Don't be scared. Answer the call.
Every sponge is unique and precious. Each one is a child of the sponge god, and we are but extras in his performance.
Every sponge is a gift, and one we must accept.
But this is a gross misuse of the humble sponge. If we were to take a look at the attributes of, say, a flannel, we would not only see that the sponge possesses all of these, but there's the added benefits of being porous and pretty rad. And it is not only the flannel rendered obsolete by the sponge, in fact,
But that's not all. You don't even need anything, really. I mean, if it's not made of sponge, what good is it? You could have meals made of sponge. You could make a house out of sponge. You could even...
Make your friends out of sponge.
Voice of the wind. She calls our names. Don't you hear it?
Yes, undying whisper.
Constant, unending whispers in language I can't quite understand.
I've never heard anything like it before. It doesn't make sense to me.
Loud enough to be heard, quiet enough not to be understood. Always there. Always there. But I know what to do. I know how to stop it.
You have it?
Of course, as time has slowly crept by, I've been searching. And while it has been incredibly taxing, my search was not in vain. All we need is now within our grasp, and all we must do is laid out in front of us in his manuscripts.
You will let that happen.
Glory to the sponge god.
Glory to the sponge.
Our Saviour has been hidden away far too long. But now, we, his loyal disciples, will free him. Laid within Robert's manuscripts was a path to his freedom, an ideal for which sacrifice, and in his memory, he shall release our lost. Glory to the sponge. Dear friends, for with our success, all shall change. Death itself shall tremble before us. The blackest night warm itself by our presence. He will walk. He will walk here. Yes. But here, cease your scream, and reach us for tonight, and every night after, he walks with us once again. Glory to the sponge.